funny here. Maybe you could put some like a red nose on me or something.
We could do that if you wanted.
That would be cool. What do they have? Oh, it's like a loofah. Ooh. Where's the men's room? Oh. Come on. Up, down. Left. Left. No, my left. There we go.
Alright, y'all ready? It's late Friday, you all. Coming from New York City, you've seen this next brother on Premium Blend, also the Toyota Comedy Festival. Please put your hands together for Craig Baldo, y'all. Craig Baldo.
Well, hello. How you doing tonight? All right, great. There's a type of music that I don't get into. It's the club music. You guys familiar with this? Like, what is that? Like, where's the chorus, you know? Like, I think if those rave kids came down off the ecstasy for like a second, they'd be like, wait a minute, this music sucks. Let's go home and do our homework, you know? Thank you. It's so repetitive, this club. Like, you think a club kid ever gets a song stuck in his head? You know, you get a song in your head all day, you can't get it out of your head. You think that happens to a club kid? Like, yo, man, I can't get this song out of my head. And like his club kid buddy comes over, I know how to get that song out of your head, just start singing this song. Oh yeah, well, I totally forgot that other jam, and that's a better jam. Thanks, dude. Right? And then I went to one of these clubs, and they use these glow sticks. Have you been to it? They're like, dude, feel the music, man. Watch the glow. Feel the music, you know? I'm like, no, I'm dancing. I'm not landing a plane. Get away from me with this thing, right? You know, these glow sticks. And it's definitely a generational thing, these glow sticks, because like I can't see myself as a teenager back in the 80s using glow sticks. You know, at the party, like, can you see me at a party back in the 80s? Like, oh, dude, take another sip of that wine cooler and feel the speed wagon coming through you. Get away from me with this thing, you know? And but I listen to a lot of music. And I was actually in the record store the other day, and I was fantasizing about it. Like, what if I came out with an album? You know what I mean? Like, I came out with my own rock and roll album. What would it look like, right? And I came across this Lil' Kim album. You know Lil' Kim? And it's the picture, she's all wet on the cover of her album. She's like soaking wet, you know, like, it said to be like Lil' Kim Wet. And I was like, that's it. Craig Baldo Wet. That's the way, you know. But then I thought, you know, people might not want to see me wet. Well, maybe you do. But I thought maybe not. So what I'm going to do is, for my album, I was thinking maybe I'll keep the same style, but change the adjective. So it'd be more like, check this out, Craig Baldo full. And I'd just be like, ugh. On the cover of the album, you guys, maybe barbecue sauce running down my face, you know, like, oh, I'm so full, you know. Would you guys buy that? You seem like a pretty hip LA crowd, right? It was just a fantasy, though. I like to fantasize. You know what else I like to do, people? To be quite honest with you, this is something that I like to do for fun. Mess with people. I just like to mess with people. Do you like to do that? Like, this is something I like to do. I like to bribe people. Just on the street, just to see what they'll do, you know, to see how they react to weird situations. But small bribes that don't make any sense, just to see what they'll say. Like, I went to the bank the other day, and I deposited $100, and just to mess with the teller, I slipped her an extra $1, and I said, listen, honey, you just make sure you keep my bills extra crispy. Right? And she's like, what? And I said, you heard me. And she says, yeah, but I don't understand you. And I said, yeah? Well, I got another dollar here that says you do understand me. She started hitting that button underneath there like... This another thing I like to do. The last thing on this. I like to mess with people that make out in public. You know, you ever see like a couple just going at it, you know? Like they can't wait till they get home. I'm back in New York the other night. I was walking home from a party. It's like 2 in the morning, and this couple, they're making out in this dark doorway. And I walked up to the couple, and I tapped the guy on the shoulder, and he turned around, and I said, dude, she totally wants you. I was just like, and he's like, dude, this is, what's your problem? He was like, this is my girlfriend. I'm like, whoa, that proves my point, dude. You are so getting laid tonight. He punched me in the neck. I went to a fetish club the other night. Have you ever gone to one of these S&M clubs? These fetish unbelievable dudes. Listen to this, man. You go to one of these clubs, these S&M clubs, for $20 you can get a woman dressed as a dominatrix to spank you for 20 minutes, right? They just spank you, call you a bad boy, you know? And, yeah, like, here's my money. And for $40, she'll tie you up and whip you. Right? And for $50, she'll take you into this back room and do God knows what, right? Because I didn't have $50 when I went. I only had $5, actually, which got me a woman in a sweatsuit to flick my ear for 20 minutes, which was nice and erotic. And I thought, oh, yeah, you know, I slipped her an extra $1, and she gave me a noogie, which was good. And she told me I was bad at calculus. She was like, oh, I was like, oh, yeah, I suck at calculus. Oh, logarithm? What? I never heard of that. Thank you, everybody. That's my time. Good night.